deduced an entire language from that stone.
Wait,
So it's
what?
called a Rosetta Stone.
How?
That is so cool, right?
But how do you do that?
I
I
have
can't
no
even
idea.
deduce my Marathi exam, bro.
Welcome or welcome back to the Nitwits podcast. He's clearly high. Okay, so before he, I don't know. ruins
Today
it
we're going to be
with
talking about unsolved mysteries of the world.
us. What was the very first mystery book you read?
The very first mystery book, probably some Enid Blyton book.
Yeah, same.
Like
There was
some-
this one called The Five Findouters and stuff like that.
Yeah,
That
one.
was so
Yeah,
good.
of
And I
course.
lived in a bungalow and stuff, so I used to get carried away with.
My brother's friend's dad became an author. His first book was a mystery book, and I
Oh.
got one of the 5 copies signed.
Whoa.
I'm
Nice.
just saying, in a few years, I'm gonna be a millionaire.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's
So what's the mystery that has... I don't know, like I've read a lot of mystery cases because I've studied psychology and law, and I do plan to pursue like forensic psychology or
the
something.
biggest
that
mystery is
way.
when you're gonna stop calling me a simp.
Oh yeah, that one's solved. Never.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
So basically, let's just get right into it. Who's gonna go first?
Okay.
You go
So
first.
I'll start. This is... I don't know how much has been discovered about this because I've only read this headline, but it kind of fascinated me. There was once a signal that came from outer space, and a space station caught it, and no one knows where it came from. It's not registered with any this, and it just came and then nothing after that.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So that's a sign that there may be extraterrestrial. Do you believe in aliens? Do you think
There's nothing to believe.
you know that?
Obviously.
Yeah, same.
Do you really think humans are so special that in a
Yeah.
universe with trillions, literally with a T of planets, we're the only ones? That's not no.
That's not true. Yeah.
Some scientists even think that life on Earth came from Mars. Earth is not special. They already found many planets that might be better for life than Earth, and Mars had water.
Yeah.
So like no.
Okay,
There's probably
that's-
been
yeah.
people before us
Possible.
somewhere, not in our solar
Very much
system.
possible. Yeah. So what's your mystery?
Okay, so in November 1872, there was a ship called the Mary Celeste. Okay, so all the crew and passengers, very nice. There were 7 crew members, including the captain's wife and daughter. So there were supplies on the board long enough to last them 2 months, and all the luxuries they could need. So like it wasn't that they ran out of supplies, but then suddenly, one day someone found the ship floating in the sea.
Whoa.
Nobody in the ship, but everything was intact. All the supplies were still there, and the daily journal entry, nothing out of the blue.
Oh my
Everything was
God.
normal. And
Okay.
yeah, there's literally no reason that they would have needed to leave. There's been theories like pirate attacks and assault by a sea monster. But
Do you believe in sea monsters? I
That-
sort of do, yeah, because there's so much
Honestly?
of the ocean that hasn't been discovered.
yeah.
That's
We-
actually why I like
Yeah,
oceans
we can't
more than...
physically even go at the deepest part.
Yeah, the Titan went to check on the Titanic, and
Yes.
let's just say,
That didn't
yeah.
go
The
well.
Titanic is now called an underwater grave.
Oh yeah. So many
That's
deaths now.
kind of the personal reason I like oceans more than mountains and stuff. Because like you've conquered Mount Everest and all, but you're not going to be able to conquer what's at the bottom.
I like to be
of the sea.
safe sitting in my cottage on a
Same.
hill. So like
I
I'm
just like thinking that there's some places out of human control and it's going to stay that way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Honestly, it should stay that way. Don't go there. The megalodon shark will probably come up and eat you. So yeah.
Okay, I'll there's one called Tamam Shud. So in December 1948, an unidentified man was found dead in Somerton Beach, located in Australia.
Yes.
And in one of his pockets was a piece of paper with the words Tamam Shud written over it. So these words translate to finished or ended.
Okay.
And this is based on some script called the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. So although governments around the world have tried to identify this man, the identity has always remained a mystery.
Wait, what?
There's no reaction to this one.
Yeah, there's not really a reaction.
So what do you think?
Maybe he's an alien. I'm just saying.
Possible, definitely
Maybe
possible.
he's an alien.
Yeah. So what's one mystery that has always stayed with you? Like that's the one that's haunted you the most till now.
Oh, well, it's not really haunted, but the one I've been most interested in is just generally ghosts.
Supernatural stuff.
Yeah, but specifically ghosts.
Okay.
Because like a lot of people say that ghosts aren't real, they don't believe in ghosts, and then the other half of the people say they do believe.
So
but
do
then,
you believe
like,
in ghosts?
Yeah, because
Okay.
like so many people that I know have had experiences, not like a physical. Ghosts might not be physical, they might just be like
I think I'm maybe completely
yeah,
wrong
but
on
like
this,
no,
but
the amount of like cases that have happened, ghost cases, hauntings, and the amount of ghost paranormal investigators there have been, like how can it can't all be fake. That's just not
yeah.
possible.
There's a theory that energy can neither be created nor be destroyed,
Yeah,
and our
yeah.
souls have energy in them. So what happens after we die? The energy has to go somewhere, right?
Yeah, that is
So that's a possibility.
Okay.
There are like 3 cases which have stayed with me till now, and one is from India. I've talked about this on the previous episode, but I think it's worth mentioning again because that was the one that really shook me when I was a student of psychology and law. I think if it's been solved more or less of it, but I don't know. It's just something that brought me so much shock because of that. Like, you should go read about it. But again, in short, there was a family in Boradi, which is a district in Delhi, and then in one morning, one of the neighbors went to go and to meet them in the morning, and then he saw that from the terrace of their house, all of them were just hanging.
Oh wow.
From the terrace, and it was on the pattern of a banyan tree, like how the branches of the banyan tree hang downwards. And then there was this diary which each of them kept, and the oldest member of that family, he had passed away before, and his son, whose name was Lalit, was put in charge of the entire family because patriarchal stuff, right? And there were like 14-15-year-old kids in that, and it was a very educated family, very well-off family. And then, like, after that, Lalit began having psychotic episodes, schizophrenic psychotic episodes, where his late father would talk to him and give him instructions on what to do. And then this spread throughout the family. And after that, I don't know, it was just horrible to see.
So he influenced them in some way.
He influenced them, and then all of them, they performed a puja, bird puja or something, so that they could contact him. And it claimed that this guy would the late father would save them if they hung themselves and they could start afresh. But that obviously didn't happen.
You think maybe he forced some of them? Because there's no way they all agreed to that, right?
It's possible.
Wait, so was there ever a conclusion?
That whatever the conclusion was, that he had a case of psychosis.
Yeah, but
Lalit,
about the family.
Yes, there have been incidents in that Lalit's life which led him to go psychotic this way. Like there was an assault on him. He was almost in a car crash, and he couldn't. That's the lack of mental talk and mental awareness, which led to this kind of stuff happening. So unless we have these uncomfortable conversations about what we're feeling or what we're going through, stuff like this is going to happen a lot of times.
Oh, okay.
So that is something worth talking about.
And speaking of souls, while we were on the topic of souls, there's one huge mystery. So basically, there was these 2 sisters in England, Joanna Pollock and Jacqueline Pollock. They both died in a car accident, unfortunately. But then 1 year later, their mother, same mother, gave birth to twins named Gillian and Jennifer. When they were old enough to talk, and you will not believe this, they began identifying toys that had belonged to their dead sisters. They had began pointing out landmarks that only their dead sisters would have known, such as like a school that they had attended.
Oh my god.
They pointed that out.
Yeah.
And like sometimes they panicked upon like seeing cars, and they screamed like, oh, that car is coming. Like, yeah, and then after they turned 5 years old, around that time, these incidents became less frequent, and then they went on to lead normal lives. But so many people believe that their souls this is a proof of reincarnation. Isn't that insane?
It is. There's a case in India also. I forgot the name, and I don't have a lot of facts, so I won't go into detail. But she claims to be a reincarnated deity, and she's like 6.
Whoa. Oh wait, so we know that she's not like just making this up from reading it somewhere?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
That is so insane.
Wow. Okay, bro, stuff like this really makes you wonder how the universe works. Like, how is this shit possible?
I know, right? And it's just...
We don't even know what matter is yet perfectly.
I know,
We don't even know what dark matter is.
Ew. See, Illuminati. Ew. Severed foot beach in British Columbia.
What are you reading?
It's not uncommon for bodies to wash up on beaches, but on one.
It's not?
But for one.
Motherfucker, what?
Yeah, dead bodies do wash up on the beaches and stuff like.
That's concerning.
For one beach in British Columbia, severed feet have consistently been floating ashore for
Bro.
the past several years, causing numerous
What?
theories to be put forth.
What the fuck?
Maybe the sea monster doesn't like feet.
He has an anti-foot fetish. Okay, we're not
Oh
joking
my
about
God.
this. That is really bad. And
Mhm.
obviously, condolences to their families.
Mhm.
But like foot fetish.
Oh, that's one more, which is, I don't know if I should really talk much about this because it's a political thing as well.
Okay.
The death of Lal Bahadur Shastri.
Hmm.
Unexplained death. Unexplained disappearance of Subhash Chandra Bose.
Whoa. Those are like just.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I know, like, it's something that, you just see it happening, like ghosts and stuff. But when it happens to something in your country or
Yeah.
someone close to you, it just shakes you like nothing else. And oh my god.
That's insane. What
Yeah.
the fuck?
There was one,
There were-
not a
oh,
mystery, but something I find really. Okay, I go on. The Rosetta Stone, do you know about it?
No. Tell me.
So like even I don't remember the exact details, but there was a stone called a Rosetta Stone, and Egyptian language was not completely discovered at that time. So there was manuscript in Egyptian, and on the other side it was written in I think Roman or something like that. So they
Yeah.
deduced an entire language from that stone.
Wait,
So it's
what?
called a Rosetta Stone.
What the fuck? How?
That is so cool, right?
Yeah, but how do you do that?
I
I
have
can't
no
even
idea.
deduce my Marathi exam, bro.
Oh yeah. The inscriptions on the Rosetta Stone are in two languages, Egyptian and Greek, and three
Greek,
writings.
okay.
Yeah. So the Greek alphabet provided key to the translation of the Egyptian hieroglyphic writing.
What?
Whoa.
That's insane that they're linked in some
I
way.
know,
They have a
it's-
connection?
Yeah. So people are hoping to find that for the Aryan civilization. You can't. The script of the Aryans, the Harappans, it's not yet discovered completely.
Yeah.
So if we find some stone like that, that
Let's
would
go
be
out
the
and search.
breakthrough.
Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah.
Let's go. Where are we heading?
We'll have like 2 more mysteries and then we'll stop because it's starting to freak me out a bit.
Okay, so from 1719 to 1728, 500,000 people had a condition that could literally be the plotline of a horror film. Basically, the victims who were alive, all senses and stuff, they found themselves frozen. Like
Whoa.
their bodies were frozen. They were unable to move.
Mind
Like they
was
could
working.
think, all senses
Shit.
and shit. That is horrifying, by the way. So
Oh
like
my god.
it first appeared in Europe and then spread around the world like an epidemic, and also reached India by 1920.
Really?
Yeah, and about a third of the people with that illness died because, well, obviously, right? Some of them were frozen for days, weeks, months,
Oh my god.
and in rare cases, years. So
Wow.
obviously that killed them, right?
Wow.
But so the cause was unknown, but one theory is that, okay, I'm just reading this. Brain inflammation triggered by a rare strain of streptococcus, which is the bacteria responsible for sore throats. So some scientists' theory is that the bacteria mutated and provoked the immune system to attack the brain.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is next level.
Which is insane. So yeah, they still don't really exactly know what caused this. This is quite insane.
Okay. So I don't quite know how true this is again, but like, Yetis,
Yeah.
right? So some people believe there have been a lot of stories and sightings of Yetis. So do you believe in Yetis? Do you think they're there?
I don't know. There's a lot of versions of different groups or traditional groups or religions or just communities. So which one are you referring to?
I am referring
Because
to...
if there's just a big monkey chilling in the mountains, I'm okay with that. He can stay in the mountains.
Yeah. So some people believe he's a protector of the Himalayas.
Oh, right, yeah.
Right. So like, and I've heard a lot of stories about this, like from a lot of different people, and I've talked about them in the conspiracy theories episode.
Yeah.
Right?
Another related to that only, there's so many like religious things that are actually real, so many religious phenomenons that you start to question what is real or what is not.
Exactly. Yeah.
You can't prove that it's real, but you can't prove that it's completely
not.
fake as well.
Yeah.
So like what?
The very first one I read was Jack the Ripper. You know him, right? So he used to murder people and wrote sign. His name is Jack the Ripper. He hasn't been caught.
Wait, what? But he must have died, right?
Yeah, but still, imagine like.
Wait, they don't know his identity? That is insane.
So,
Okay,
yeah.
speaking of Jack the Ripper, we shall rip this outro. We shall.
Bye.
Wait!
Oh.
No! You're not giving this an abrupt ending. Before we go, we have to tell them about